Okay, welcome back to my channel. As multiple of you guys want the Ace What If to come back, even though I ended the series, you still wanted to come back. So, this is part 4 of What If Deku was Ace. So, this is like a filler, as you could say. Just a episode that I just put in because the people wanted it. So, let's start. As we can see Ace, he's going on a date. Wait, who is he dating in this one? I can't even remember. And luckily, I don't care. Well, Ace is going out with his lover. I think it's Todoroki. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's Todoroki. If I'm wrong, correct me. It is either Todoroki. Yes, I'm pretty sure it is Todoroki. As they are going on a date. And they're just chilling. Having a nice, wonderful time. This is when certain events happen. When people roll up on Deku, a lot of people with guns, quirks, cars, they start firing at Deku. Deku uses Haki to block all the bullets from hitting Todoroki. He then makes it so Todoroki can escape, but he gets hit with the bullets. He falls unconscious and gets dragged away, as he is currently asleep. He doesn't know where he's at. As Todoroki runs back to UA, she tells Nezu that Deku got kidnapped, that he went missing, that something happened, that they had been sitting somewhere eating. Then some men show up. They shot at Deku. Then she ran away. She doesn't know where he's at. She doesn't know if he's okay or not. She's having a panic attack. Nezu is able to calm her down, and Nezu tells every hero Izuku Midoriya has been kidnapped. As everyone goes on high alert to look for him. They're looking everywhere, all over Japan, for Izuku Midoriya. But sadly, he's not in Japan anymore. As Izuku is flown out of Japan into Russia, is where he lies. Months passed as Izuku is in Russia. They're treating him horribly. They're beating him. They're forcing him to kill people. He can't help anything. He's stuck there. He sees other people there with him. He's wondering, who are they? How did they get here? Why are they in this situation? This reminds him of when he first died. When he was with his little brother, Luffy. And he was stuck in prison, waiting to be executed. As though his memory surged back to his head, saddening him a little bit, but he knew he was going to survive this time. Or was he? As during this time, Inko and Todoroki were sad. This is female Todoroki, don't forget that. They're both sad. Inko lost Deku, so did Todoroki. She lost her boyfriend. As the heroes looking everywhere, all over Japan for Deku. They can't find him. They've went many of years by now. It's been a full year. Deku was missing. They can't find him. They can't seem to find him. During this time, Endeavor had to fight the High-End Nomu. He got the scar on his face like a cannon, but he defeated it. They got through that trouble. They soon didn't find where Deku is. They found out he's in Russia, so they tell all the heroes in Russia of his location. As the heroes in Russia save Deku and all the other kids and people that were kidnapped in Russia, as they're saved and brought back to their people. As when Deku's flown back to Japan, he's put to the hospital, for he has suffered many injuries. Many injuries. He's in a state near to death, but he's okay. He's barely alive. He's barely kicking, but he survived. He pulled through. He was able to live another day. As Deku is released from the hospital, as he sees Inko, he hugs his mom. He also sees Todoroki as he kisses her. They have a happy reunion. As then everything goes south. People can start to hear as Deku just spit out some blood. A lot of blood, to be precise. As he falls down, as more blood seems to come out of nowhere. As Inko and Todoroki are shocked from this. They're wondering what's going on. As Inko calls doctors, the doctors come out and they can see it. Izuku had been shot through the chest, straight through the lungs. He doesn't have much time to live. He's slowly but surely losing him. As a lot of men come out of nowhere, they start surrounding the doctors, and they start opening fire. As Deku's last choice, his last life, she saves his mom and his girlfriend. He uses his hockey. In the places he can't use hockey in, he gets shot. The caliber of weapons that they use vary, as holes are punched through his bodies, as he's tore up with bullets. With the last bit of his strength, he uses his fire, which is now pure white, and kills all the men. As he's just standing there. More blood as he coughs up. As he slowly but surely closes his eyes. As Inko and Todoroki are crying, seeing as Deku just died in front of their eyes. As they both start to cry worse. As it's on the news, Class 1A student Izuku Midoriya pronounced dead. Cause of death, multiple gunshot wounds. Time of death, around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They shocked the world that a kid could be killed The men who did it are all dead. There are no more of these men, as they were all profiled to be in a group. A group called the Blackbeard Pirates. As the leader of these pirates was among the people that were killed by this young man. His name, Blackbeard. He was among the ones who was burnt to death. He is no longer there. He has died. All of them have died. Along with this young man, wrongly killed for no reason. The Blackbeards were a notorious group of criminals, ranging from kidnap to slave trafficking, to drug trafficking, to weapon trafficking, to the killing of multiple heroes and police officers. The Blackbeards were a notorious group, hunted by both heroes and villains alike for their cruel actions. And another cruel action today, the death of Izuku Midoriya. As they had the funeral, the picture of Deku, his classmates, teachers, friends, all showed up to Deku's deathbed. They buried him as Inko cried her heart out. She had just seen her son die right before her eyes. As Inko dropped into a stage of depression, so does Todoroki, as she just lost the one person that was ever nice to her. One person that ever treated her as her and not Endeavor's daughter. As they locked themselves into their rooms and didn't come out. As they stayed in there in a depressed state, crying over the death of their loved one of a son, one of a lover. Beyond the grave, Deku's looking at them. He talks to them. Don't be sad. Well, don't be sad of my death. Don't worry about it. I'm in a better place. So don't cry. At least I got to do one thing before I died. And that's to see you all smile. And to notice that you all will live to tell the tales of me. But don't cry. Never cry. As that's what you're not supposed to do. As Inko and, Todoroki hear this. They hear Izuku tells them not to cry. As Izuku's voice fades away. And they stop crying. And they just leave the memories of Deku in their heads. As Kota is sad also. The one person who saved him and taught him, don't cry. A man shouldn't cry. It's dead. Eri is also dead. Not dead. Eri is also sad because Deku died. A lot of people fell into a state of depression from Deku's death. And every single last one of them was touched by Deku, as he told them not to cry, told them to smile. He told them that a smile will always creep across their face, that you should not ever feel sad. You should feel happy. It's a good thing to feel happy. Don't feel sad. Sadness brings about doubt. It can ruin your health. Don't feel sadness. Always feel happy. When you're sad, the moon is out. When you're happy, the sun is out. So be the sun. Don't be the moon. Let everyone see my brightness as I did shine bright as the sun in you guys' eyes, and follow my path of righteousness. Now, years fly by after Deku's death. They had the war with the villains. Wait, did all one survive in this one? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did survive. Yeah, all one did survive. I'm pretty sure. Yes, they did have the war with the villains. So, as you can see, Todoroki with a little girl, her daughter. As she gives her daughter a book, and then she opens a different book, showing some pictures. As Todoroki says, "This is your father." As the little girl says, "But mommy, you said daddy was dead." He is. Listen, this was your father when we was in school. And when we was in college, I'm pretty sure I have this one set in college. Yeah, if it's not, I'm pretty sure it was. Says, this was me and your father when we was in college. Oh, okay. What was daddy's name? That's what Rocky says. Your father's name was Izuku Midoriya. He was training to become a hero. As the kid asks, how did exactly daddy die? Yeah, it's weird for me saying this. As Todoroki says, he died like a hero, baby girl. He died like a hero. If y'all wondering how Deku basically has a daughter, like I said, Deku and Todoroki be playing football. If y'all don't know what I mean by that, they basically did the deed. That's my way of seeing it. Play football. Yeah, it's this little girl, basically got her mother's quirk half and half. Very nice. Also amplified that she got Deku's flamethrower quirk. What's it called? Fire breathing quirk from, her grandfather and Inko's telekinesis. So she basically has a mixture of their quirks, which basically gives her flame control, control over flames, and also control over ice. Now, the book that Todoroki handed her is the book of hockey, which she has to learn for herself. She can't get Todoroki's help. As this is why I'm going to end this with if. With the death of Izuku Midoriya, R.I.P. Ace Deku. And let the long lineage of Deku spawn live forever. Let the family of the Midoriyas reign supreme. Goodbye, everyone. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. As we are evil, we're not good. We will all rule this world. But we'll have to take it one step. Just one step at a time. So rest easy until we take the world. Stay in hiding. Godspeed. Trust in the Muffin Man. For the Muffin Man will lead us to victory. Goodbye.